Good morning, everybody. It's Jack with Circus of the Dead Productions, and I've got some exciting news this morning. Okay, so first up, Viacross, AndreToulon.com is now offering these really nice torch pins. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus. So yeah, they're 100% brass, and he's selling them for just $39. They've even got a loop on the back so you can sew them onto the torch uniform. So, whoops. Dropped it. So yeah, these are, you don't get any better than this. And these are 100% accurate to the screen used. They're really nice. Okay, so next up we have, okay, so there we go. So, AndreToulon.com, Viacross has stopped selling the blade coats he was originally selling. So, I was talking with him, and we are working on coming up with a new blade coat. And so this one that my blade is wearing is the very first of its kind, and I think it looks cool. I did a lot of research, put a lot of work into making this exactly like the screen use prop. So it's got, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can turn on a light real quick. Ow. Okay, there we go. It's got a hem around the bottom. If you open up the coat, it even has a liner on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, there it is. Okay, so these buttons on the front, they really button and unbutton. They have little buttonholes that are stitched. It'd be kind of hard to see because it's all black, but anyway. His sleeves are cuffed. Very nice. There you go. You can see the hem on the collar. And then if we turn him around, you see, whoops. Let me straighten him out real quick. There we go. If we turn around, we see the rain flap on the back, and I worked really hard to get this the right way, and there's still some modifications to go. Being as this is the very first of its kind, obviously there's going to be some minor flaws. Especially since I personally have never done anything on this magnitude before, but even the this magnitude of detail. So, but even it came out really good for my first try, and even the rain flap has its own little liner here. And oops, keeps wanting to fall over here for some reason. If you look on the back, he's got a very cool double seam down the back, and all the design choices that I did for this are used I used photos of the actual prop to design this coat, and it's still got a little bit of work left to do on it, but overall it's really cool. And here's the best part: I made a second one. This is the second prototype, and it's got a few more finishings than my own does, such as on the inside here. It's got, if you see, look at it, it's got the double-sided seams, so you don't see any raw edges on the inside of the coat, which is really nice. I mean, it's not necessary because you're never going to be taking the coat off anyway, but it's still really cool. So this is truly a one-of-a-kind piece, because we're going to be doing some modifications to this design to get it production ready, but this coat is almost absolutely perfect. It's got the same cuffs on the wrist. This is a little bit different from my coat in two respects. One being the liner on the inside, where the sleeves are attached, is sewn inside out, so that way you don't see any raw edges on the inside of the thing. And I made the sleeves just a little bit longer, so they'll come down to about here, just past his wrists. And if you don't like that look, you can cuff the sleeves up a little more and it'll still look really nice. But yeah, so I will be starting the bid at $50 for this coat, and it's got, here you can see it a lot better on this one. It's got, I do this all on my sewing machine by hand, so I'm not outsourcing this to anybody, but it's got sewn buttonholes. Really nice. Buttons are stitched on with the machine, so you know they won't be coming off anytime soon, if ever. But yeah, this thing is, it's really cool. And it'll be up on eBay, and the starting bid is just $50. So I will be putting that listing up shortly after I post this video, so head on over there. And my eBay is Circus of the Dead, PRDNS, I believe. It might be Productions. Let me double check that for you. Yes, I was right. So it's my eBay username is Circus of the Dead, all one word, PRDNS, short for Productions. And this code will be up there shortly after I post this video. I might post a link down in the description as well. So yeah, one of a kind, super cool. It does not include a belt at this time because I haven't developed the right belt. I want to get the look exactly perfect. So if you buy the coat and you don't want the belt, you're fine. But if you buy the coat and you want the belt, then you can contact me, and I'll be working on the belt anyway, because I want a belt for mine. This is actually on here. This was an extra Viacross AndreToulon.com belt that I just put on him because I like the belted look on my blade. Oh, another thing that is really exciting about these coats, I won't be selling mine obviously, but this one here, made from the exact same fabric. This fabric is actually made from a fairly new, but the point is, it's made from a military trench coat, an actual military trench coat. So the fabric is rain resistant. Nice little touch there, authentic. Really cool looking. You can see that everything looks really nice on this. I'm really proud of this coat, and I hope it goes to a owner who enjoys it just as much as I enjoy my own blade coat. Alright, so that's that. Alright, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I haven't got the time. Hadn't got the time just yet. I wanted to demonstrate. I'm sure a couple of you know that I have actually been working on, and I believe Viacross has mentioned this in his videos, that I've been working on putting a servo in the Torch's jaw. And there's two others out there that I did this with. But mine was the very first and the prototype, and I have him here with me. So I'm gonna set the camera down for a minute and try to plug this in, because I'll be working on I'm actually working on right now a module that plugs into the servo. There we go. And that'll just be able to plug into the servo, and hopefully you'll be able to operate the eyes and the jaw at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and reach around behind here, turn on his eyes. Okay, hang on, steady him. There we go. Alright, here we go. Now this is just a simple servo tester that I have hooked into his jaw. I'm going to tilt his head up a little bit so he can move his jaw the best. So yeah, really cool. And again, I will mention that the eyes seem to follow you, which gives it a really creepy, really alive feeling to him. And he looks just like he's about to torch somebody. So yeah, Yeah, it's really cool, and it really couldn't have come out any better. Again, mine's the prototype, so it's a little off, but all the subsequent ones after this were perfect. And hang on a second, tilting back a little bit. All right, and then this is the new version 2. I thought I'd show you this. This is the new version 2 spike from Andre Toulon. Really cool. Has that really cool screen used look to it. If you watch in the movies, and even in the making of Puppet Master 2 video zone, I believe, you can see Torch's head. He has a really big spike, so I highly recommend the version 2 spike. That's available on AndreToulon.com. So, yeah, that's all the exciting news, and I can also heartily recommend all his products, but the newest of which being this... Whoa. I am really bad with this today. This torch pin. So really cool. And... so I wanted to say again, so this is what my torch is the full resin stop motion body. So he's got full steel joints. You can see them there. The rest of them are kind of covered up. He's got his leather boots. I make all the clothes myself, so they're available. Just let me know what you need, and we could probably work something out. The torch outfits, I'm getting a little out of focus here. The torch outfits are $150. And then the body itself, the full resin body, is $600. But the catch there is, it includes the clothes. So if you buy the full resin body, I'll include a free set of clothes for you. And that includes pants, shirt, boots, and jacket. I don't have a jacket right now because I haven't had the time to make my own torture jacket, but I got to get on that. So, yeah. Pants, shirt, boots, and jacket will be all included with your purchase of a full resin body. And also, I do offer a payment plan on that, so if you can't afford the full $600, you can pay me $300 at the start, and that'll allow me to order the joints, because those are very expensive, as well as the materials I need to get started on him. And then you can pay the other $300 as soon as I notify you that he's done, and I'll send you on a picture of your torch, as well as some in-progress photos, so you'll be able to see how he all comes together. Also, this is an upgrade available from AndreToulon.com. This really super cool flamethrower arm that I painted up. So yeah, and then I added a little piece of fish tank airline to the back of that. So let me zoom in closer. There you go, and you can see the joint, and then basically the joint he designed it so well that the joint basically, with a little bit of extra pressure, just screws right into the arm. And then the flamethrower. So yeah, and then if you want, you can purchase from him and have him ship it to me, the flamethrower and the arm, and then, or you can purchase those yourself, and I'll just, if you want to put them together yourself, I will put them together for you for free, and mount everything for free. And then, another note is, if you want to, so I will mount the heads for you for free, and it's super easy. But, so if you want to send me there's under here, I don't have one. Let me pause this or set this down for a second. I'll show you. Alright, I'm back. So this is what's known on AndreToulon.com as the COTD mount. Circus of the Dead. That's my little company here. And this is what I mount to the top of the torch bodies, or you can mount it yourself, but again, I do it for free, so might as well save yourself the hassle. But yeah, and then the torch head just slides right on top of that, and you're good to go. Also, the hand plug basically just slides right onto the joint, and there's a little screw in here that I include with the kit. So you just put the screw through the hole in the bottom of the hand plug, and then it goes right into the steel joint, and it's really cool. These little brass screws you see on either side of the hand are a custom mounting option I offer. That's my little touch, as well as when I mount a head, if you send me the full head, like I did this paint job myself, and I like mine a little bit weathered, so you can see he's got some scuffs in his paint, but overall it came out really, really nice. And you can ask me to paint that for you, and yeah, that'll be an extra $50 just for my trouble, because it can be really hard to get the paint to look exactly perfect. But yeah, as you can see, these actually look like real bullets, but really they're just the white plastic 3D printed parts that I got from V. And you can see when they're painted up, they look super real. But yeah, I can do all the mounting and painting for you if you wish, or you can have him paint it for a slightly different look, whichever you prefer. But yeah, and so for me to paint a head, it's usually just about $50 if you buy the body. If you want me to paint it separate, it'll be about $80, because I have to take the time that I'm not already working on something with, and set it aside to do something separate from the rest of the orders that I got going on. So yeah, if you want it with the body, I give you a discount, and it's only $50. If you want it separate, it's, what did I say, 80? Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So that's that. And then I thought I had something else. Oh yeah, the soft bodies. And wow, I was really unprepared for this video and completely forgot to bring the soft body over. I'll move blade out of the way here. Here we go. Alright. Okay, and the soft body, which I've mentioned before, and I believe V has mentioned on his channel, they're just $99, and they have a doll armature inside them, so they're very sturdy. And on this side, it'll have the resin cast arm. On the other side, being as this is the prototype, I was playing around with it, and I determined that, it would just be better to stop the armature here and mount a plug so you can put your flamethrower right on there. So that'll be on there, and then with the soft body, the COTD mount comes standard mounted right to the top of that. And that'll be firmly attached so it won't come off, and then you can just put your torch head right on there, and you're good to go. And one cool feature about the soft body is it will still have the steel joints at his wrist and in his ankles. So you'll be good to go there. And it'll be really cool because you can still say that your torch has real stop motion joints. Yeah. So yeah, that's really cool. And this is actually a fair bit lighter than the other one. So, but neither of these will come tumbling off the shelf. They're really super sturdy. But yeah. So I thought there was something else I was gonna mention. Oh! Really exciting project going on here. Let me just set up for it. I'll go ahead and pause the video so you don't have to wait for me to set the whole thing up. But yeah. So, hard resin body, $600. Free clothes, soft body, $99. But the clothes will be $150 extra. If you want the heads painted, that's just, I do the torch heads. I'm not sure about if I want to do the blades heads yet. But I know V across at andretoulon.com. Over at andretoulon.com, that's not his email. Viacross is his username on YouTube, so it should be really easy for you to find him. But he does really excellent blade heads, and I'm actually not quite happy with the way my blade's head came out, so I'm going to actually be repainting it. But all his blade heads that I've seen came out spot on and perfect, so you really want to head over there and check that out if you got a blade head you want painted, or you want him to paint your 3D printed blade head. Anyway, super high quality on all that stuff. I can't stress that enough. I'm going to pause this video for just a moment and set up for the next segment. So give me one moment. Alright, and here is the next big, exciting new project from Circus of the Dead Productions. It is a full Leech Woman kit. So, if we go over here, this was actually I believe the kind of decided on was a Tiffany Taylor doll head. Had the right look. This is not my paint job. I just painted her eyes black to give her the Leech Woman effect for the sake of the video. But so I will be casting this head, modifying it a little bit so it fits a little better on the body and looks a little better, cleaning it up a little, and then casting it. So it'll be an entirely new head, and then painting that up. So I should have videos of that soon, because somebody actually contributed to this project to get a full Leech Woman that he wanted me to paint and do all the work for. So, but eventually this will be coming as a kit, and you can have me assemble it for you and everything. But yeah, so if we look over her here, she does need to be smoothed out just a little bit, cleaned up. But the materials are on their way for her. So if you're listening out there, I did order the materials, and they should be here within a week. So we'll see progress on this project really soon. And so basically, I sculpted her from head to toe, and excuse me, really paid attention to screenshots and everything to see how her joints look. She doesn't have her shoulder. She doesn't have her shoulder joint in right now, but it'll be a ball joint, just like in the films, where it's a ball joint in the middle, and then it connects to her body on one side, and then the arm sort of connects to it and wraps around on the other side. I'll even be offering an upgrade to the kit, where this is the hand I haven't cleaned up yet. It was from the original doll I got the head from. I'll be offering an upgrade to the kit where she has jointed hands that are going to be really cool. So she'll be able to grip, in Puppet Master 2, she has a little dagger, so she'll be able to wrap her hand around the little dagger and hold it just like in Puppet Master. So, if we go over, her leg is almost done. It needs to be cleaned up in some spots, and just before the molding process. And then, so she will be able to stand on her own. She'll be strung together with professional doll elastic. And she will be able to stand on her own. And the material I'm making from her from is, it's supposed to be very shock resistant. So, on the off chance she does get knocked off a shelf or something, like, I don't know if some of you have kids out there, but if they run through and bump into something and knock her off the shelf, she will be fine. And I'll be casting her in a, not in a white plastic, but in a very, very pale skin tone plastic, like a porcelain white skin tone. So she'll have a little bit of color to her, but even if some of the paint does come off the outside, it'll hardly be noticeable because of this this new method I've discovered. So, if you look at her foot here, it's actually flat on the bottom. This needs to be cleaned up a lot. It's almost done, but it needs to be cleaned up a lot to get it looking real pretty. It's actually flat on the bottom, so that way she will be able to stand quite sturdily on her own. And then this is a double ball joint I made. Let's see here. See if I can do this one-handed, but it's becoming increasingly difficult. But with this double ball joint in her knee, yeah, it's very hard for me to show you this. I'm going to lean her leg up like that. Matches up almost perfectly. Looks very similar to how her knee does in the film, in the occasion that you see her knee and the joint on that knee, but it will be able to bend almost all the way. See if I can just try to set it up for you here, just to give you some idea. So there's the joint in, and all the way back. You'll be able to bend all the way back to about here. So she has a really cool, really good range of motion. And she'll be really cool, and she'll have her pink dress, and I'm even working on her little gypsy coat and scarf that she wears in Puppet Master 3, because I really like that look. I think it looks really cool. And then she'll have a little holster for her dagger hidden under her dress, and everything will just be really amazing. So if you want to contribute to this, and, well, I wouldn't want to say contribute, because you'd just be essentially buying the thing. But yeah, the replicas will be $350, and then if you want the jacket, that's an additional $50. So yeah, if you want one of these, just message me or leave me a comment on here, and I will try to get back to you. You can also contact me through my email at mothman6700@gmail.com, MOTHMAN 6700@gmail.com. And this is Jack with Circus of the Dead Productions. Thank you. Have a nice day.